Sunday night football, we had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tom Brady returning to a little team that he helped win Super Bowls. The New England Patriots. New England haven't lost 3 home games on the trot since 1993. I wonder how this went on Sunday night football.
You just stole my stat, Jamie. For God's sake.
Shall I reload? Shall I reload it? Do you want me to reintroduce? I'll reintroduce it.
No, it's fine.
No. I'll reintroduce.
Time's gone. Can we get this over with, please?
No. Let me reintroduce. On Sunday night football, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers travel to the New England Patriots. Tom Brady returns. Brad, how'd it go?
Yeah, it was not just Brady's homecoming. It was also Gronk's homecoming, but he bottled it. He decided to stay in Tampa. This is the first time New England have lost each of their first 3 home games since 1993.
That's a great stat, Brad.
Thank you, Jamie. Brady went back to Foxborough, and if I'm going to slam him a bit, to be honest, because he had an absolute stinker. Despite the Bucs winning 1917, Brady didn't even complete 50% of his completions, 22 out of 43. Well, just shy of 50%, and no passing touchdowns. So well played, Tom Brady. He's still got Patriots in his heart. Mac Jones, on the other hand, completed 31 out of 40 passes, which is very solid. 2 passing touchdowns and 1 interception. It was the Bucs who opened the scoring with a field goal. Mac Jones then found former Charger Hunter Henry for an 11-yard touchdown. A field goal and a touchdown from the Bucs put them into a 13-7 lead. The touchdown come from Ronald Jones. Patriots then retook the lead when Mac Jones got his second passing touchdown of the game, finding Jonnu Smith. And then the fourth quarter saw just field goals and a costly missed field goal as the Bucs scored 2 either side of a Patriots field goal, which then put the Bucs 19-7 up. And then I don't know what the New England coaches were doing, but they bottled it on 4 and 3, something that we'll get onto. But Brandon Staley would never even dream of doing that. And the New England went for the field goal, which was eventually missed. It was despite his performance, a happy homecoming for Tom Brady, but not his vintage best. If the Patriots boys want to say anything about it, then crack on.
Can I just put a stat in there before we get underway?
Go on.
Since the start of the 2020 season, Tom Brady has 7,050 passing yards and 60 passing touchdowns. The New England Patriots franchise has 4,136 and 16 passing touchdowns. So,
is there a question in there somewhere?
No, just saying, why move on from Tom Brady? But yeah, winners win, losers lose. Patriots also rushed -1 yard, -1 yard, minus. Tom Brady rushed more than the whole of New England on Sunday Night Football. Bit embarrassing. The last team who rushed minus yards was Norton 16, the Detroit Lions, good 15 years ago. So
thank goodness we played the Jets. Might as well add my piece. This is what this is. Basically, I thought that actually it was a pretty even matchup. I think it was always set up for Tom Brady to get a game-winning drive in the end. It's come down to, from Patriots' point of view, just not being brave enough on offense. Again, under 20 points scored this season. You're just not going to win many games when you're scoring so little. And a lot of it's just not being brave with the play calling. So I blame Josh McDaniels, and you have to blame Bill Belichick, making Nick Folk, who was injured, kick a 56-yarder at Foxborough in the wind and rain. It was like, I reckon even Justin Tucker would have struggled at that because of the circumstances. And even if he made it, the Bucs still had 2 times out and over a minute left on the clock. So Tom Brady don't need that long to get down the field anyway. It was bizarre play calling, shows a lack of faith in Mac Jones. Yeah, it was just so frustrating because it was a close matchup and the defense done well. Matt Judon, again, was by far the best defensive player. So the positive for New England is the fixtures do get a lot easier. And really, this is the thing. If they play like that against New Orleans, we saw how they crumbled at the end against the Saints. It'd be a lot more sort of promising outlook. But it's too little too late so far. But luckily, it's going to get better because we've got the mighty Houston Texans this week.
Did anyone see Brady actually broke a record in that game? As bad as he unfortunately played, underwhelming, I think, is the best way of putting it.
Yeah, he did break the all-time pass.
Yeah, which is unbelievable. But this is that was almost like set up on a plate for him. He only had to throw 68 yards, and he was always going to do that. That's just one decent throw, isn't it?
Yes, another thing.
Yeah, so it's a couple of throws.
Satisfaction.
I mean, Jacoby Myers was actually, for me this season, last season, Jacoby Myers has been the Patriots' best quarterback. So
we really need to get some wins. So,
oh dear, we are in trouble.
I hate this concept.
for the sake of Patriots, I'll move on